A major shutdown at the San Ysidro port of entry caused a huge mess this morning.
All northbound lanes were closed for about 3 hours, so border officers could strengthen barriers ahead of the anticipated arrival of more members of the migrant caravan. News 8's Kelly Hasadal is live in San Ysidro with more on the work and the massive backup. Kelly?
Yeah, Bartley and Carlo, traffic certainly moving much better right now than it was earlier today. Take a look behind me. You can see drivers entering the United States from Mexico. Now, the big thing that came out today was CBP says they received word that some of the migrants were going to rush the border overnight. So they temporarily shut down all northbound lanes and added more razor wire. Today, we got a closer look at the increased security. A closer look at the razor wire and cement barricades at the San Ysidro port of entry. A, quote, hardening of the border, according to Customs and Border Protection. The agency says they received word overnight that some members of the migrant caravan plan to rush the border by running through vehicle lanes into the U.S. Extra officers were deployed on both sides. Here's a photo as a line of CBP officers stood in full gear last night. All northbound lanes were shut down for about 3 hours, causing a traffic backup for miles. The pedestrian bridge was clogged as well.
They closed it down this morning.
This man says he ended up late for work.
I'm late for work by like 3-4 hours.
So it's just before 1 p.m. right now. You can see there's still a backlog of traffic out here. CBP added this new fencing right here overnight with the wiring as well. It says these added security measures are necessary. The director saying in a statement today that if they wait until a large group tries to cross over, it is just too late. Over the weekend, protests erupted in Tijuana as some residents unleashed their anger against the migrants. Mexican police formed a line in the center of one of the demonstrations, yet there was still plenty of pushing and shoving. At least one person was arrested. Shelters are crowded. To ease some of the congestion, 3,000 migrants were bused to Mexicali. Many are sleeping on the ground in tents and sleeping bags. Here's video from inside one of the shelters there last night. Back in San Ysidro, those who cross between Mexico and the U.S. regularly had mixed reaction to the added security measures.
You look at it and it's like they're trying to make it into a prison, you know?
I don't think they're going to be able to keep them all out.
This side over here, we're blessed. And they want a part of that too.
And meanwhile, the Secretary of Homeland Security, Kirstjen Nielsen, will be in Imperial Beach tomorrow to talk about the border, the migrant caravan, as well as ongoing security measures. Now, new at 6:30 tonight, there are still plenty of groups that support these migrants. And new at 6:30, you're going to hear from one of the volunteers. Back to you.
Breaking news right now from the South Bay.